Hi, Fruity Cutie. With that booty. What's up? My name is Jeanette, also known as Ms.FitVegan. Today, we're going to get into 5 of the best ways to have raw vegan success, okay? With a bonus tip at the end. Here we go. So, my number one secret to my raw vegan success is that most people make it a diet, but I made it a lifestyle. So, I went raw in 2011. I never looked back, but I specifically did something that I realize now is the reason that I'm able to enjoy and maintain this lifestyle for life. And that's because I didn't just go on a raw food diet to lose weight. I didn't just go on a raw food diet to start a YouTube and capitalize on it. Sell fucking Nama juicers. I went on, no shade to anyone. I went on a raw food diet because mostly, I'm telling you right now, it was because I was in a very deep, dark place, rock bottom. You may be familiar with rock bottom. I was in a bad place in 2011, and I was depressed, and I was overweight, and I was sick, and I had real bad acne that was ruining my life and making it so that I felt like I couldn't leave the house, and I couldn't live my life, even just go to the store or go to the mailbox without putting on pounds and pounds of makeup. I was miserable. And if somebody's watching this, I want you to know there is a way out, but you have to open that door and you have to step through that way out. There is a way out. And for me, it was the raw food diet. I tried Accutane, I tried Neutrogena and this mask and that mask and this toner. Nothing worked until I tried the raw food diet. And unless I stick to the raw food diet, it's not going to work anymore. It's going to stop working. And that's something I love about the raw food diet. It's it only works if I do the work. I like that. I like the fact that I'm actually not cured for life from acne, from being overweight, from IBS, from migraines. I'm not cured from having chronic bronchitis my whole life. I'm not cured from any of my health issues, my back pain and my knee pains and stuff. If I go back to eating the foods that were causing my health issues, I will get my health issues back. So somebody just asked me in an interview, what keeps me raw? And it was a great question. And the answer is that I don't want to go back ever. And also what keeps me raw is that I'm not suffering in any way, shape, or form. I'm eating delicious fruit. I'm eating amazing salads. I'm eating my species-specific food, but I'm eating it the way I like, which is I eat fat in my dressings. I eat nuts or seeds every night in my dressings. I don't do these fucking date-based dressings. They're gross. They're sweet. I'm done with sweet by the end of the day. So, anyway. That's number one. Number two, I'm also not obsessed with my weight anymore. In the beginning of my raw food diet, I was obsessed with my weight, but something magical happened where I went raw and I didn't count my calories for the first time in my life, and I ate as much fruit and vegetables as I wanted, and I started losing weight, and I ate as much as I wanted, and I think the only reason that I was able to lose weight is because I was able to stick to something. I was never able to stick to eating 1,500 calories because I'm a grown human and that's insane. I'm somebody who likes to eat food. So if you like to eat food, the raw food diet is the lifestyle for you. And we keep calling it a diet, but again, it's not a diet because a diet is something you go on just to lose weight and then you get off of it because you're miserable. So let's keep calling it a lifestyle. Because the raw food lifestyle is the only way of eating where you can eat as much as you want and lose weight and heal and fight disease, reverse all your health issues. I'm not getting paid to tell you this. I'm telling you this because, I literally make $200 on YouTube a month after 8 years. I'm doing something wrong. But I'm telling you this because this was reality for me. I got rid of all my health issues just by eating raw. So what keeps me raw is, one, it's amazing and delicious and easy. It's easier than eating cooked food to me because I don't have to deal with the recipes, and cooking takes so long, and cleaning up the dishes and gross scrubbing the oil. I don't know how people eat cooked food. It's so hard. It takes so much time and there's so much cleaning involved. And it's like, dude, I'm about to go eat lunch and I'm going to just grab some grapes. I washed them on Sunday when I got home with all my stuff and they're ready to eat. Like, I hate to say this, but maybe this is why I have all these books and stuff, because I don't spend any time making food anymore. Maybe it's time for you to realize that eating raw is way, way easier. I have more than that too, but I'm just saying. Okay. Seriously, you've been brainwashed to think that it isn't. Okay, number 3. So I'm not obsessed with my weight anymore. When you give up the obsession with losing weight, that's when you lose weight. I mean, if you go raw and move your body, right? If you do everything right, but you stop, like Eric Thomas, who's one of my biggest inspirations in life. I love him. You have to follow E.T. the Hip Hop Preacher. I love him. He said, you're not going to win the game by watching the scoreboard. Okay? If you watch the scoreboard, the other team is going to score because you're too busy. You can't do defense or offense because you're too busy watching the score. If you're weighing yourself every day, every week, every month, like, you can't lose weight watching your weight. You have to do the things that allow you to lose the weight. And that is just common knowledge. And I know you know what to do. It's just how to do it. I know. But I'm telling you how to do it. You get out of your house every morning and you go for a walk, 30 minutes minimum, and you eat a raw food diet. And if you can't eat a raw food diet, then can you eat a high, like, raw food diet? Like, can you eat any fruit, vegetables, nuts, and seeds, whether it's raw or cooked? Like, try it. Dude, you might love it. But you got to give up the perfectionism, and that's number 3. I'm not obsessed with being perfect. Good enough is my motto. Even with these books. Okay? Even with my books. So my latest book, it's not here. It's my recipe book, right? It's on Amazon. It is not fully edited. It is not, half of these books are not fully edited. They're good enough. And when I get the time in the next few months to edit them perfectly or pay somebody to do that, then I'll do that. And you know what's funny? Good enough is better than done. Okay? Wait, I said that wrong. Good enough is better than perfect. Wait. Done is better than perfect. Yeah. Bear with me. Sorry, I've been like on Zoom the whole day. So my brain's a little fucked up. Okay, so good enough and done is better than perfect and not done. Yes. Good enough and published is better than perfect and not published. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? Because I did this, because I got this book out, all right, somebody reached out to me, an amazing fruity cutie reached out to me who's in the book. Okay, Tara, tell me how to say that. She's editing the book for me for free. Oh my God. So now it's going to be perfect and done and published. Win, win, win. And that's what happens with the raw food diet. When you try to be perfect, let me tell you what happens. You fall off, you give up, and you go back to eating shit. Okay? And especially during the holiday season when there's so much shit in the house, cookies and candies and all that crap. If you're trying to be perfect this holiday season, you might as well just give up now. It's not possible. But when I say perfect, I mean, a lot of people think that, oh, Jeanette says I can just eat raw and then a little bit of unhealthy food. No, that is not what I said. You heard things to justify your addictions. So just listen to me carefully now. You don't have to be 100% raw to be healthy. You have to eat 100% healthy to be 100% healthy. Do you know what I'm saying? If you eat 90% healthy, you will be 10% sick. If you're okay with that, keep doing what you're doing. 50% healthy, you'll be 50% sick. You understand? So to be 100% healthy, which that means you never get sick and you rarely ever get sick. You never have pain. Oh my God, somebody asked me what should they shout out to my fruity cuties. Somebody asked me that one of their friends at work or their coworkers or something has a really bad stomach ache, and what should they have for a stomach ache? Nothing. Like, you fucking sit in your stomach ache, because what did you eat to have a stomach ache? I haven't had a stomach ache in over 14 years, but I used to have them every day because my stomach did not like donuts or coffee coladas or M&Ms. My stomach did not like that shit. I'm very, very sensitive, and you probably are sensitive too. That's how you came to this channel. That's how you came to the raw food diet. So anyway, that is that. I'm not obsessed with being perfect because I realize that that is the best way to never get anywhere and give up and just set yourself up for sabotage and failure and never lose the weight and never heal. Trying to be perfect is a waste of time. Good enough is the key. Good enough. You want to eat cooked food? Who says you can't? But don't you dare think for 1 second that you can eat crappy food and feel amazing. Because you eat crappy, you're going to feel and look crappy. Your health's going to be crappy. You eat sad foods, you're going to be sad. You're going to look sad. Broke, busted, and disgusted. Okay? Shout out to Tony Gaskins for that one. Number 4, I found what works for me. Lots of fruits and only things that taste amazing. I talked about this in the last episode. You know what? I'd recommend you watch all the episodes again, because they're all good. And I talked about this a lot, how I found the way that works for me. Juicing every day does not work for me. Stopping eating at 4 o'clock does not work for me. The earliest I could stop is 8 o'clock. I tried like 5 or 6 o'clock. I'm not hungry early. So I'm not eating a lot early. And I know I should eat a bigger breakfast, but like I don't get hungry as soon as I wake up. As soon as I wake up, I have to get out the door. Because if I don't get out the door and get my steps in, I get 15,000 steps a day. Thanks for asking. Nobody asked. If I don't get them first thing, at least 10,000 steps, I'm not getting any. And I'm going to be walking at midnight. I'm not hungry till literally 10, 11, 12 o'clock. Okay? So, okay, well, if I'm eating from 12 to 8, that's an 8-hour eating window. That's amazing. So I cannot stop eating early. If you can, great. Here's a raw vegan cookie. Next. And I found what works for me, and that is all the tips and tricks that I say on my channel. Now, if that doesn't work for you, find a different way. That's okay. You might really want to have a smoothie for dinner, and I don't fucking want a smoothie for dinner. You might want to have a big salad for breakfast. I don't want no big salad for breakfast. Ew. But, I mean, I don't crave savory, salty first thing in the morning. If you do, then guess what? You need to have some greens first thing in the morning as soon as you crave salty, because if you're craving greens, your body's telling you, I need minerals. I need natural sodium now. I am going to have a deficiency if you don't give me what I need. And if you're craving sweet, then your body needs fruit. If you're craving salty, your body needs greens. Okay, number 5, I found simple, easy, delicious recipes that are raw. So I just went on this thing called Google. And then I typed in raw vegan chocolate chip cookies, raw vegan ice cream sandwiches, raw vegan popcorn. Yep, they got raw vegan popcorn, and spoiler alert, it's made out of cauliflower. Okay, raw vegan pizza, raw vegan burgers, raw vegan blah, blah, blah. Cookie dough. Do you know how much raw vegan cookie dough has gone through my intestinal tract? Couldn't even. 14 years? And I used to make it decadent. And you know, that's a word. Yes, Salima, that's a word. Decadent. Oh my God. If Salima was here, I think it'd be so cute, because we are like the same person. So anyway, I love her. She's one of my fruity cuties. Y'all missing out. Okay. So, I would do cashews, dates. Don't quote me on this. I can't remember now. But I had the best raw vegan cookie dough recipe. I feel like I should look it up now. What is that recipe? Raw vegan cookie dough. I know there were cashews involved. And I would melt some chocolate. So, okay, guess I wasn't perfect. Back to the reason why I succeeded. So I would put some raw vegan chocolate on the stove and melt it a little bit. And put a thermometer in there and make sure it was under 118 degrees. I didn't fucking do that. But guess what? I would make my cookie dough. Then I would roll it into balls. And I would dip my balls, that's what she said, into the chocolate. Then I would put it in the freezer and I would let it freeze. Do you even know? Okay, here's the recipe. Do you even know how good that is. And by the way, look at these. They're so freaking good. But then I would also dip them in, oh, you can't see. I would also dip them in chocolate because, you know, the chocolate pieces was not even enough for me. Okay, here we go. So, yeah, you can experiment and you can take things out and add things in. But here we go. It was like a cup of cashews. And then this calls for a half cup of oats. I did that sometimes, and yeah, it did help with the texture. You can also do flax seeds too. You do some maple syrup, vanilla bean, and then you need to have some type of chocolate chips. You can do cacao nibs or carob nibs, or you can get the chocolate gems and just break them up or chop them up, and you just mix it all in with a food processor. No, food processor for everything except the chocolate chip chunks or the cacao nibs. You just massage those in. And then you're ready to go. Like you can put them in the freezer or the fridge, and then they get nice and like chocolate chip cookie doughy, or you can dip them in the chocolate like I did. I used to make my own chocolate, just like coconut oil, cacao powder, and maple syrup. But like it's too much work. And I just found it easier to melt the chocolate and dip it in and just mwah. Chocolate Gems was my brand. I don't know what's going on with them anymore, but like 15 years ago, they were good. Okay, let's focus, Jeanette. No, I'm not focused yet. Hold on. I'm reminiscing, y'all. I used to make nice cream, vanilla nice cream with just like 6 bananas and a little bit of vanilla bean. Don't do extract. Ew. What are you, a noob? Stop. So then I would do the nice cream, and then I would take the cookie dough. I would take the cookie dough balls. I'd put a few in the blender and just pulse for like 2 or 3 times, like seconds, and it would be cookie dough ice cream. You missing out. You missing out. A raw food diet is the healthiest and most delicious way to eat, and you get all the health benefits, and it's like win, 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 win. Like I say, if you follow me a lot on my podcast and stuff, check out the Ms.FitVegan podcast. I always say that the raw food diet is so easy and so delicious, but the only hard part is watching your friends and family still consume dead animal body parts and unhealthy food and get sicker and sicker and sicker, and there's nothing you could do about it. There's really nothing you could do about it, because if people don't want to change, you can't change them, and that sucks. That's the worst fucking part. And then people might die, and you're stuck here just being healthy and glowy and gorgeous with your fucking cookie dough, and it's like, shit, like y'all really couldn't care enough about yourself. But then I started realizing, and I know you know what this feels like, but I started realizing that like we're all here on our own journey, and in this lifetime, it's not everyone's time to care about their body. It's not everyone's time to go raw, or it's not everyone's time to get healthy. It's just not their lifetime. Maybe next lifetime. But this is my lifetime. I'm a 9. My life path number is a 9. If you want to know how to do your life path number, let me know. I'll tell you how to do it, or just look it up. You just add up your birthday. Like, my birthday is March 28th, 1985. So you add up the 3, the 2, the 8, the 1, the 9, the 8, the 5. Oh my God, that's like a song. The 1, the 9, the 8, the 5. Okay, focus. So then, is that P. Diddy? We can't sing him anymore. This is a lesson on how to have ADD. So then you add up all those numbers, and my life path is a 9. Now, the reason I'm telling you about my life path number is because I am done. Like, this is my last time here. 9 is the number of completion. I have completed my journey. That's why I've been here for thousands of years as a cooked food eater. And then finally now in this lifetime, I'm done with that. I am done with hurting myself. I'm done with being overweight. I'm done with being sick. I'm done with having surgeries and medications and side effects and stinky farts. Okay. And this is my time of completion. So I finally completed my lifetime, my life cycle. Maybe I'm here 1,000 years, and I finally on the 1,001 year got it. Oh, I should try the raw food diet. So number 9, if you're a number 9, it's your time, baby. It's your time. Okay, let me know your number below. I'd love to know it. Remember, add up your, if you're born in March, you're adding up the 3. If you're born in December, you're doing 1 plus 2, plus the day, plus 1, plus 9, plus last, add it up, and you'll get a big number. Then you add up those 2 numbers. So if you get 33, you're going to add up 3, you're a 6. And then look up your life path number. What's the meaning? It's really cool. I'm not into like astrology and stuff, but I thought the life path was pretty cool. Number 6. Oh, and if you'd like some free, really easy, simple, delicious recipes, you can check out my free book, and I'll leave that below. It's on my website, and you probably have it by now, but if you don't, what are you waiting for, boo-boo? Bonus tip. You ready? You stayed long enough, so you get the bonus tip. Everybody else, they fell off. And they gonna fall off the raw food diet too, most likely. Okay, number 6 is I convinced myself that cooked unhealthy food is poison. And I did that through 2 things. Write this down. Visualization and affirmation repetition. I talk about this in one of my books, one of my many books. Okay, here we go. I can't believe I have all these books. This is my dream. You don't understand. Have you ever had a dream come true? I'm sorry, but it was a dream. And I took this whole year to do this. And so I'm proud of it. So fuck you. Okay. So check out my books on Amazon. But basically, I talk about this in my book and the visualization that I did. I can't remember if I talk about it in Raw Vegan Excuses 1 or 2, but buy them both. Why not? Christmas time. Treat yourself, boo. Treat yourself. Okay? And look at me before and after. Look at that fruity cutie right there. Okay? So I did a visualization exercise, and I recommend you do it too. I closed my eyes. I set an alarm on my phone. So every day for 5 minutes, I would close my eyes and I would visualize the poison symbol on all the foods that I wanted to eat, all the foods that I loved. The pizza, the bagels, the spaghetti, the chicken. I didn't have to do it for chicken because once I went vegan, I was like, I'm vegan. But the donuts and the vegan cupcakes and the cookies, and I did that along with affirmations, along with eating as much fruit as I wanted, as much gourmet raw food as I wanted, as much raw vegan chocolate and dates and cookie dough and ice cream as I wanted. I stuffed in the beginning. This is what you're not understanding. I've never suffered a day ever since 2011. I've never suffered on a raw food diet. Like the last time I suffered was on a standard American diet because I would eat so much. I would be so full. I would be so nauseous and like sick that I would be in the bathroom all night, like near the toilet about to throw up, taking Pepto-Bismol and taking peppermints and like just praying to God that it would end, that I would end this suffering. So now on a raw food diet, especially in the beginning, I would eat a lot, as much as I wanted, and then I'd be really full. And if you're full, on a raw food diet, something magical happens where like you're full and you don't want to eat anymore. Like I would eat a whole entire watermelon. I would eat a big ass salad with pizza on top or a burger. I always had something in the beginning. So either, I bought these raw gourmet stuff or you make it. And then amazing dressing and more fruit if I wanted, nice cream every night, cookie dough, dates. Just pack in the calories if you're hungry. If you're still hungry after you eat, guess what? Keep eating. Keep eating, dumb fuck. But your problem is, and I'm just speaking in generalizations because I work with a lot of women, a lot of people, you think part of the raw food diet is, okay, I've had enough. I'm not going to eat any more today. I can brush my teeth and I am not eating anymore. But you're hungry because you haven't had enough. If you're going to bed hungry, like if you're starving, if you're so hungry that you're dreaming about food and you're watching High Carb Hannah and you're like, I wish that I could be high raw. Why can't that work for me? Okay, like you're not eating enough. You're not eating enough fruit, vegetables, nuts, or seeds. Like it can be you, but you've got to eat enough. Enough means you're going to bed satisfied. You're done. You're satisfied. You're full. All right. And so, yeah, it's never going to work until you give up that I've got to suffer to lose weight. You don't. But what are we talking about? Oh, yeah, the visualization. I visualized the poison label on Snicker bars, on brownies, on cupcakes, on chips, on all these things, on soda, these things that I wanted still. And you know what? Every day that I stayed raw, it got easier and easier. And I actually started seeing these as poison. And another thing that helped me so much was reading 2 books. The Mucusless Diet Healing System and Nature's First Law by that guy that stole the book from David Wolfe. That's a good book, let me tell you. That's a good fucking book. I should revisit that. It's packed up. Soon I'm gonna have to pack up all my watermelon stuff. But before I do that, I'll give you I'll tour the whole, because we have so much watermelon stuff back here. I'll do a nice tour, and then I have to take it all down and but it's a nice little nook area that I love, and it's my filming area for years now. But I'll have a nice little situation in my new place, so I'm excited. But yeah, it's sad. I love this nook. It's a nice little room that I've grown accustomed to, and I'm gonna miss it a little bit. But I'm gonna have a balcony in my new place, and I'm gonna have a big ass kitchen. So when you come over, we can spread. Do you like to spread like me? I just like to see everything that I own at all times, and I'm excited. I can finally make some. No, I'm not gonna make any raw food. I was just gonna say I can finally make some wraps or something. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna eat the same because it's working. And why fix if it's not broke? Don't fix it. You try to fix something that's not broke. Like, oh, I think I should cleanse now, or I think I should detox. I think it's time for a juice fast. No, it's not. Just keep going with what you're doing. It's working. But like, you have to stick to it long enough to see the results. So I did that visualization. I also visualized, this was so important, I visualized what would happen if I didn't change, if I kept gaining weight, if I kept getting sicker. And I visualized what would happen if I stayed raw, the weight I could lose, the hair that I could grow, the skin. And, almost everything came true that I visualized. But again, I stayed consistent. I set an alarm in my phone, and I did it every day, no matter what, for 5 minutes a day. Do it first thing in the morning or last thing at night. It's really good last thing at night, because your subconscious mind is very susceptible to whatever you think about last thing at night. Also within 20 minutes of waking up. And the affirmation repetition. Okay, so this is the last thing I'll say, which is, I've said it before, but I'll say it again. If you say something long enough for like as many times as possible, long enough, it will come true. So like, maybe if you say I'm a pink elephant and you say it for like 10 years, 20 years, it won't come true, but you might like start attracting pink elephant statues and like stationery with pink elephants on it. Like some type of pink elephant will appear in your life if you constantly think about pink elephants. Try it. But how about you be productive while you try it? Don't fucking waste time with pink elephants here, okay? If you keep saying it's so easy to be raw, I love being raw. I'm a raw vegan. I love being healthy. I love eating healthy. I love being raw. If you keep saying that, guess what happens? Like, you start to love being raw and you start to love being healthy. And you know what's crazy? I said for years that I love to exercise. And now I love to exercise, but I lied. For like 10 years, it was a lie. And you're lying to yourself too. Oh, you thought I was a fool for lying to myself? Well, you're lying to yourself too, because you're saying I can't do this. I'll always be fat. I'm a food addict. I'll always be a food addict. My family is overweight. I'll always be overweight. Everybody in my family was overweight. How do you explain these fucking arms? Okay? No. Wait till you see my abs. I'm gonna film so much amazing content in my new place because there's no room here. It's like a tiny little nook. I can't even stand up. But I'm so excited. So yeah, you're lying to yourself now with bad affirmations, saying, I can't do this, I can't do that, I always fall off. That's a lie, because you've never been in the future. So how you know what you'll do in the future? Well, you're like, okay, well, in the past, I always did this. Okay, well, has there ever been a time in your life where you gave up something like smoking or drinking and you like never went back? Or like you broke up with an ex, you were in a toxic relationship and you ended that and you never went back? Oh, so you can change. Oh, so you've been lying, saying I can't change. Okay. And you say to me, I'm not consistent with anything. Well, do you brush your teeth twice a day? Which, oh my God, sometimes I say that to my clients and they're like, no, I don't. Okay. I didn't expect that one. If you brush your teeth twice a day, then you can be raw, because you have proven to me that you can stay consistent. So you know how to stay consistent because you think it's important to brush your teeth. Well, maybe you don't know if it's important to eat raw. So that's why you need to read the books. And that's why you need to watch these videos. Because, let me remind you all the fucking things that I healed on my raw food diet. Should I? Nah, I'll save it for the next episode. Check out my new book. My course starts January 1st. It's called the Food Addiction Freedom Course. It's for women only. We have 3 spots left. So if you're interested, I'll leave my email below. Send me an email and we will talk about it. I'll send you the details and the application. I love you, my boo. Do me a favor. If you want to be cute, you got to eat fruit. I'll see you soon. Bye.